folks along the road, just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there, all with smiling faces, gathering along the Scotswood Road to see the bleeding races.
It rains. Oh, it's back through Bartes.
1962 on a summer's afternoon, we took the bus from Bambras and she was heavy laden. Where we went along Carwood Street, that's on the road to Bladen. Whoa, me lads, you should have seen us gunning, passing the folks along the road just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there, all with smiling faces, gunning along the Scotswood Road to see the bleeding races.
Good evening, welcome back to another video. John Sinclair TV back again. We're going to go to the match reaction live between Newcastle and Manchester City, which is ending Newcastle 3, Manchester City 3. It could have been a lot better, but we've got two guests in a minute, and we're going to come on and have your say. We're going to have your say. Yeah, I've got Ryan, and I've got my guy Tony. How are we doing, guys? You good?
Yeah, very good, mate. Yeah, after that result, yeah.
Champion. So, like I say, we want to come out your say, and you know, if you do like the video, like always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. You know exactly what to do. If you like to super chat, click on the $sign, give what you can, so your choice. And if you like to become a member, it's 99p. And look, subscribers are supposed to answer. The first one I got on there as well. It's going to be on for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes or so. I've got Grace. Grace, how you doing, pet? You okay?
Hello.
Yeah.
Are you still sober at the minute?
Ish. I've been a bit tired. I can only apologise for the sound and everything.
Wow. I know. I mean, the sound, I can hear you sound nice and clear, Grace. And so Grace, 3 each. Wow. I mean, 3-1 up. Keep Trippier scored that goal. It should have been game over, but you don't write like Manchester City. You just do not. I knew they're going to score somewhere down that line. When Haaland got that goal, it was game on. When Bernardo Silva got that goal off, they're going to want to win the game. We held you 3 each. Tell your thoughts on the game.
Honestly, I think that I don't know what Newcastle team came out with it, but they were absolutely outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. I think that we were the better team. We really were the better team for me. And I think that we got them 3 goals in, and then we just lacked a little bit in defence, and then they managed to get their 2 in. But I am more than happy with the point. Like I said the show before, that I was expecting 2-4. I really was, but I'll take a point against Man City. I don't think Man City were very. To be fair, I don't think Man City were very good today. I think that they were quiet. They were really quiet.
I don't believe it.
They did play like champions, didn't they? They did not play like champions today. I thought they were really disappointed today, and they could have gone 3-4 up before we got the equalising goal. And look, I thought Nick Pope was outstanding. ASM's outstanding. Pisco's ASM's outstanding. Nick Pope, for me, was the man of the match by country mile.
I think that, do you know what? And I've been back into Dubravka all day long. For me, Dubravka was number 1. He really was. But just Nick Pope, like the last 3 games, I think he's just been absolute quality. And I kind of see him, you know, I kind of see how Robson anytime soon.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, he's got to be number 1 for the reason. Now, I mean, I thought Joe Linton, again, outstanding. I thought Bruno is outstanding. Alan St. Maximin, I've always said, when's he ever going to get a 9 out of 10 performance from us? Today, he had a 9 out of 10 for 2 assists today. And, you know, I just thought it was outstanding today, ASM, man.
Honestly, I think that from his stats from last weekend, I think he had a lot to bring. You know, he had a lot of bring and a lot to bring. I think he absolutely brought that through after the day. There was a couple of where I think he probably should have get a kick, and the ref was a bit iffy. I wasn't 100% on the ref. He was giving everything Man City's way. And there was a couple of fouls on St. Maximin where I think he could have gotten a free kick, but it's the point, you know, unbelievable. You know, so I'm absolutely really, really good.
Wolves, they got Wolves next Saturday and Molyneux
Sunday.
on Sunday. Sorry, thank you. On Sunday, thanks, Tony. Can if you play like that against Wolves, can we beat Wolves next Sunday?
Oh, absolutely 100%. Man City are the absolute top of their game. They've got some fancy signings, you know, the signed Haaland, he's absolute what absolutely played them out the park. Absolutely played them out of the park. So for me, Wolves is an easy game.
Yeah, and last one for me. I know you're out on the town as well. Give us your man of the match, please, Grace. No man of the match tonight.
JW28.
Very, very finely maximum. Nick Pope all day long.
Absolutely.
Can I-
Your man, your guy, Jordan.
You sure it's not JW28?
Can you hear me?
Grace.
Well,
Grace. Yeah. Where are you? Just out of curiosity.
I'm in Durham.
What, in the city?
Yeah, in the city, yeah.
All right. Yeah. What, on the high
Yeah,
street?
alright.
Yeah. So I was going to say, yeah,
I'm
exactly.
in Durham. I've sat with one of my really good friends. We've sat and watched the match. You know, we've had a really, really good afternoon. It's nice to be, for a change, it's nice to be entertained by Newcastle. If that makes sense. We were absolutely entertained today. We really, really were.
Totally correct.
Totally correct, man. Totally correct, man. Listen, go and enjoy yourself, Grace. I don't want to hold you up as well. Make sure you come on the show next week if you can. You're welcome to come on the show next week.
Have a few more.
Take care, babe. You too.
Bye.
That's the lovely Grace as well. I did add Billy in the court as well. We're going to have a quick chat with Gordon very quickly. Gordon, Newcastle United 3. And it's going to be Man City 3. 3-6 could have been a lot better for me. We got a point, but we was 3-1 up. What do you want to say, man?
Yeah, I just want to say I'm absolutely chuffed. I'm absolutely pleased. Sorry, I get my words out. I'm still on a cloud 9.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, right, I mean, everyone's going to, I'll say 3-1 City today.
Yeah.
We were at Gordon after, 5 minutes? I thought it was going to be a long, long day. But we could have gone 3-4 now, doing as well. I mean, they brought out a chance. Foden should have passed to the Holland. And they had another chance as well when I think they fired over the bar. I could be wrong. But we grew into the game. We've done it. And, yeah, I mean, did you think it was going to hold on to the win?
Yeah, when I went through, I thought, I thought we were going to get the win because I think we deserved the win. We played absolutely from first whistle to last. We were absolutely class. I'm absolutely proud of that team from start to finish.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say as well, like, I mean, the atmosphere is brilliant. I thought Nick Pope was outstanding, ASN class. How far have we come this season? How far have we come on Eddie Howe?
I think we've come 110% on compared to last season, because to get 5 points from 3 games, I would have took that at the start. Now then hope we go next Sunday and go beat Wolves.
Yeah, can we beat Wolves next week?
I think we're going to beat them 2-0, John.
Yeah, okay. And give us your man on the match before you go, man.
Nick Pope.
Nick Pope, yeah, I think he's a decent player. I thought he had an outstanding game. ASM class, Julian's over the place. And listen, Gordon, thanks for coming on, my guy. And thanks for coming on. And I'll see you soon.
Okay, John. Bye, everybody.
Bye. That was on Gordon as well. And we tried to get Billy as well. I mean, he did come on, but he disappeared on us. Don't know why, but there you go. 48 people watching live. And Ryan, I was going to say, tell us your thoughts on the game, man. Tell the viewers, mate, in your opinion.
I thought it was a really good game. Obviously, pretty entertaining. 3-3. Like I was telling you guys off camera, like I'm pretty pissed off with the referee, to be honest. Don't want to be that negative person, but like after drawing against like arguably the best team in the world, but we should have had more. And that referee had an absolute shocker. I don't want to see him ever officiating, not even our game, just for the sake of other Premier League teams. Don't officiate a game again, because he could not get a grip of the game. Giving a yellow card to Bruno within like 5-10 minutes of the game, and you see Joe Linton do something almost worse than him, and he doesn't even give a yellow. Like, where's the consistency? Like, get a grip of the situation, man. And like, but overall, like, we could have won the game, and it was really good.
Yeah, fair enough. And Tony, give us a breakdown on today's game, man.
Well, we didn't get off to the best start. Defensive lapse allowed City to take the lead after 5 minutes. And then, obviously, the Bruno yellow card, which I thought was harsh, to be fair. I mean, yeah, okay, it's a foul, but it's still harsh in the end of the day. And then, obviously, Miggy pops up with the equaliser, goes to VAR for a check first to make sure it's not offside. It was well onside. And then Callum Wilson, nice bit of skill, keep the ball under control and fire it past Edison. 2-1 half time. Great. Also in that first half as well, where this referee was very inconsistent. Rodri drew a foul as well, which was the same as what Bruno's was, and didn't get a yellow card. And even Bruno's asking the ref, where's his yellow card? Because you've booked me for the same challenge, so why haven't you booked him? Exactly. And, but yeah, in that first half, we played well. Paul pulled off some good saves in that first half, the free kick. And it's not just the fact that he saves them, but it's when he pushes them away with force as well. So they're right out the way, It's not like he just literally touches it. He actually really pushes it out the way. So Paul was impressive in the first half. Second half, 2-1 up. They started having a little bit of a go.
Good on that.
And
sorry, boys.
Oh, sorry.
And then second half, they come out the blocks a little bit, but we soon settled back in. And we got the third with a lovely free kick from Kieran Trippier, as we know he can do that. As they called him on Sky, the Berry Beckham. He can put a good free kick away. Then when he was sent off, I was a bit like, hang on a minute, that wasn't a red card, surely. And then when you saw the replay, it wasn't. Then again, this crap referee from Australia had to go back to the monitor and go and check it, because Peter Banks on VAR said, that's not a red card, mate. So he went back and checked it, come back, reversed his decision. The referee was awful. I mean, if I could give the referee 0 out of 10, I would. It was absolutely awful. He's out of his depth in the Premier League. He might be all right in the Australian League, but he's not. He's out of his depth in the Premier League. So they need to cart him back off to Sydney. But again, Paul pulled off some good saves. We sort of fell asleep for the Haaland goal. And, again, for Bernardo Silva, we gave him too much room to. So all in all, but you know what? I'll take a point all day. I said a point. I said 1-1. I'll take a point all day. It was a very entertaining game, end to end. When was the last time we'd seen that? Last season. This is progress, because last season we lost 4-0 at home to Man City. This time we've drew 3-3. That's progress in such a short space of time. So that just shows you how good of a job Eddie Howe's actually doing. I thought the defence was okay today. I think Botman had done that good block as well.
Came from his own mistake, though.
Yeah, he could have scored in the second half from that corner had he not put it over the bar, because he had a little bit more time to steady himself. But then he's got to get into pace with the Premier League, and he's played against the best team in the Premier League. So, he's not going to face as many tougher tests as that. But then he'll learn from this as well. He's only 22, so he'll learn from it. And I'm sure Eddie Howe and his stats men will go through videos with them and things like that. Overall, they all had a great game today. Almiron run his socks off. Even Chris Wood did all right when he came on, done a bit of defensive work and held the ball up. Right. So, he didn't do too bad. So I'll give him some credit. It's a shame towards the end, Maxi and Murphy weren't on the same wavelength. But other than that, I mean, yeah, it's toss-up between Maxi and Nick Pope for man of the match because they both played well. And like I said to you in the warm-up show earlier on, John, that's the Maxi we want to see. If we see this Maxi week in, week out, he will get in that French squad. He will get in that World Cup squad. But
sorry, Tony, but speaking of that, ASM just had a tweet about that. It's in French. It's like plus sérieusement évident, je coïncidence que le bleu c'est la très niveau. Basically just saying like, look how well I played today, and I'll continue to do this every day. He just tweeted that like 5 minutes ago. And also there's something about Craig Hope saying that Callum Wilson was taken off as precaution for hamstring injury today too. So make of that what you will.
Needed a striker now.
Yeah.
We need a striker. We've been saying this all summer. If he gets injured any sort,
before summer, John.
So no, that's the Maxi we want to see. If he can play week in, week out like that, then he can be a big player for us. And this is the breakout season for him because he's got to do it this season. And he's now set the marker down. He played today like he did against Everton back in the end of January when we beat them 3-1 at home. Yeah, he was like that day. He was awesome. And he was awesome.
He's better today.
Kyle Walker couldn't handle him. And the other thing is with Kyle Walker, I'm glad he doesn't get the England team. How on earth that referee let him get away with foul after foul after foul?
Exactly.
Disgusting. Absolute disgusting. And I understand that wasn't a penalty when Shaw got knocked, but but other than that, Walker should have been on a yellow card. Again, that's the bad refereeing. He was absolutely atrocious, that ref. But no, if it points a fair result, it's progress. That's what it is. It's progress, John. And
absolutely,
to play the best team, we basically played them off at park at times. So my man of the match is, I'm going to say Nick Pope. I know Sky gave it to St. Maximin, but it's hard between them two. But I'm just going to edge it with Pope for his saves that he made, and the way he come out for them balls as well. So yeah, that's my roundup of the game.
Brilliant stuff. Has someone got a TV at the background, please? Can you knock it off? Sorry, Sam.
I didn't know I was on. I thought I was backstage. That's why I was going to wait that game long. But
I'll let you off this time. We're coming to you in a little bit, Mr. Sam, and the greatest comments as well. Even the Clone Lad, Tony, Colin, as well as the unbelievable game. 1960 Randy, absolutely buzzing that result. 6-goal thriller. Man City are a machine. Good evening to Gareth. I hope you're okay. Gareth, if you're so biased, I want to remember she got paid for that unless he got free after 2. Now someone off. John, just pop to say, drop a like and say, good result is dear. Do you still think I'm wrong? Say Newcastle get you up next season? Stephen, thank you much indeed for the like. And, I think you'll probably be out this season, but it's a long way to go. And so much that great. Could have been 6 each. That's from Colin. Maxi's unplayable. I can't understand what you meant, John. I don't think it could have been any better. No, what I'm trying to say is, like, 3-1 up. The goals conceded, especially the first goal, was absolutely shocking for the first goal. But I'd take a point all day long, by the way. Great of Magda Hat. Post on Doubting as number 1. What a game from Ravi, Liverpool fan. Thank you. So proud of the boys to do that and Spenny. Big up to the two man, really having a good go. Ravi, thank you, man. 61 watching people live. Thank you so much indeed. Come on, smash that like button. Thank you very much indeed. Big up to Ryan. FE1 to a man was quality today. But we get better with games on his belt. Jolin's in the beast mode. Massive strides forward this season, he has indeed. And Jackie B rattled them. It's because it's why they're not great, but world-class players won't be denied. Go on, Jesus and O'Deng. Was ever red for me. Yeah, like the best. That's in Ravi. Chip in my EPL team. That's the 20 of red. This should hopefully say to other players, come and join the future champions. Tippers, what do you make of the game, man? Give us a breakdown today. 3 each.
I'm a bit speechless, to be honest, because I just didn't expect that. I thought for an hour we absolutely battered them. I thought we were the better side, and if I know finish 3-3 and all that. But I think for a large part of the game, we were the better team, which is strange saying it. I thought they only came into it the last half hour and we did, but that's because of the amount of effort we put in and all the pressing we put in. And I just, on first half, if Almiron takes that chance away, if we get a penalty, which we should have had, then, it could have been it could have been 4-1 up at half time. And I think even then, I think Pep probably admits the game might be over, even though for their firepower. I mean, but I'd take a draw. You take that all day, and that shows how far we've come, because the intent, the pressing, it's just chalk and cheese from the team under the cabbage, isn't it? It just shows how far we've come under this manager, and the fact that we're a bit disappointed that we didn't win the game just shows that we're progressing in the right way, and a few more players hopefully coming in. It sounds like Pedro looks like it's nearly done. It sounds like, from what I've seen, there's only one way we can go, isn't there?
I totally agree with you, Sam. I mean, look, at the end of the day, if you look at a place like ASM, I thought it's outstanding today. It is outstanding today. I thought today. You have to be against Man City. Everyone has to play. I thought Nick Pope was outstanding, and that was why we signed him, and that's why he's in #1 goal ahead of Dubravka, because that chance when Gundogan goes through it 3-3, I think Dubravka stays on his line and Gundogan scores it. I just don't see coming out for it. Just Pope, he was just outstanding. I mean, the saves he was making, just coming for the ball, he was confident. I thought even the defence played well despite conceding 3 goals, which is strange saying. The first goal, I'm not going to pick holes in them and have a go at them for conceding 3 goals against Man City, because Bournemouth conceded 4 against them last week. So, and considering last season we got beat off them 9-0 on aggregate in 2 games, it shows that we've progressed. Yeah. I saw people having a meltdown when we went to 3-3, thinking, we've bottled it, we've thrown it away. And I just thought, do people not realise who we're playing? Do people not realise we're playing the best team in the league? It's just, some people, again, just need to realise where we are and where they are. If you look at their team, they're miles ahead of us. And to be fair, we shouldn't have a right to get anything that we lack in the day, but we did, and we deserved it. It's simple as that. But as I said, it just shows that we're going in the right direction, the progress is there. And obviously a few more players coming in, and we can only go. We can only keep progressing, and that's good. Yeah, Chippers, you're absolutely right, man. I totally agree. But this is the best, one of the best teams in the world. I could be proud of the Fiji draw, despite going 3-1 up. Everyone, team player to man, had a fantastic game today for me. I think, you know what it is, right? If you just keep going, if you just add the quality sort of thing, we will not be far away. We will not be far away. Whereas the one play, though, a week, we're supposed to be rested on Wednesday. Got Lindsay as well. Oi, my man. Thank you, Lindsay. Actually, 2 assists after KT Alfetes and put the 4th. The referee was garbage. You never be allowed back in the Premier League again. And Tony, you like the stats. There was a 10-minute period when City only had 6% of the possession. To do that is brilliant.
Yeah. against a very good Man City team, absolutely, John. And there was times in that game, periods in that game, we were battering them, and they had no answer. And if I'm honest with you, that defence at the back, even when Ake went off and Diaz came on, they were shaky as hell at the back, and they could not cope. They could not cope with. Kel Walker couldn't cope with Maxi, and another thing, Kel Walker puts Maxi down. He does 3 fouls on Maxi in one go. Puts him on the floor. Puts his leg over the top of him. Yeah. Come on. Where's the yellow card? I was shouting at that TV and I'm shouting at the referee. What the hell are you doing? Where's the yellow card? Come on. What are you playing at, mate? It's just...
Guys, I think he had a Man City top one. He had a Man City top one, didn't he, that ref? I thought that was a Stonewall penalty on Sean the first half as well. Stonewall penalty.
Yeah.
All day long.
Doesn't go for the ball. No, he doesn't go for it.
Knees him in the back.
If we go in 3-1 at half time again, it's a different game again. And then if Trippier makes it 4-1 after half time, I think that's the game.
Yeah.
Even Pep will admit the game's gone there, considering they're playing Europe on Tuesday. So these decisions again, I mean, and then they're more bothered about, Trippier's red card. Wasn't a red card because he wasn't deliberate. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, like
Yeah,
this is
VAR to bail the fucking stupid ref out.
It wasn't Sam, it was just the foot, wasn't it? And that's all. But he didn't do it on purpose. He didn't go to hit him.
No. It just shows the inconsistency again. Something needs to be done about it. I think personally, this ref shouldn't be refing next weekend. I think if a VAR decision overturns a referee, the referee should be off the following week and shouldn't be refing, because that shows the refs made a genuine mistake and shouldn't be making it.
Yeah.
Problem is,
go on, Tony.
Problem is, Man City turned up because they all thought they were going to roll us over. Then they realised it's the other United that playing Newcastle, not Man United. Because I tell you that Man City team played Man United, they would have lost about 6 or 7-0 Man United. I'm telling you now, John.
Exactly. And how dare Grace call us a red today? Which I'm not.
John, I bet you're doing a watch along for the Man U game tomorrow night, are you? I bet you are.
We should do
you aren't you?
John.
Nah.
I've never
done United watch along. Yeah, I did actually.
You liar! You did one against Spurs
last season, wasn't it?
Yeah, when Ronaldo scored a hat trick, because I seen you celebrate like as if they won the
I didn't. Hey, Tony, I'm not guilty, man. I did not celebrate.
You're guilty, John. It's on you. John, it's on your playback. If you watch your videos, it shows that you did a watch along with Man United in Tottenham last season.
Even the North London derby, and you celebrate. He's like, Arsenal are down.
Yeah.
John, are you doing a fan forum this week, are you?
That's going to be tough this week. We got a match on Wednesday, haven't we? Sort of thing. So
yeah.
Tuesday.
Do on Thursday. I'm on. Do on Thursday.
Hey.
Do on Thursday.
I could jiggle it about sort of thing. I've got a big one on. So I'll put the preview back to a Saturday sort of thing. We'll work it out, my guy. Definitely work it out. And
I'm on late on Tuesday. I'm on late on Tuesday, so I couldn't do it. But obviously, you've got your Man United show, haven't you? So you won't be doing it anyway.
Yeah. I did that.
No, it's not Man United show now, Sam. It's Premier League roundup.
Yeah.
I keep John in check. I make sure he doesn't talk too much about Man United. Hey, you want to ask Chipper something, don't you, John?
Hey.
Oh, come on,
you want
man.
to ask Chipper something, don't you?
I know.
See, your girlfriend's a red.
No, she's not red. She's a Liverpool fan. She's a Liverpool fan.
Oh, so she's a red.
Yeah, but just still a red.
It's Liverpool. Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's go for the comments, people. We're going to get round back next. Had it on 52 on the come on Max. That's in Michelle Cook. Big up, Michelle. Hope you're okay. This one for school. Consider how quickly you consider the second, but we'll learn. Yes. And Bullets next Gilberto Silva, eh? Oh, you never know. And Murphy Longstaff and their man should take off Tranmere, no problems at all whatsoever. We're going to say great game. It was up watching the World Game football with Mags and Dino. I hope the orders will see that game and think, let's give Eddie what he was to keep pushing after, right? CM Eric Creta, I don't think he'll be coming, I'm afraid. He does apparently, according to reports, he does fancy coming to Newcastle now, apparently. Even in order to DS, if someone had said before the game would take a 3-6 draw, you would have taken it all day long. But a little bit disappointed to give a 3-1 buffer.
Yeah, that's what it is. The context before and during the game.
What's that?
I've got some breaking news. Apparently, Callum Wilson felt his hamstring at half time. That's why he was took off in the second half. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I mean, apparently, according to Gordon, he said that he took him out as precautionary, but he should be fine against Wolves. But we still need a centre forward, by the way.
But I think Pedro will be in by then. I think Pedro will be done this week by the sounds of it. It sounds like he wants to come. It sounds like
who doesn't want to come after that game?
Maybe.
Yeah, it sounds like the Pedro phase are great. Anyways, it sounds like according to some people, obviously how much you believe people on social media or what. But
I waited for Brizio Romano says it because he normally comes out with the true facts.
Yeah, he's been.
I think the thing is. The chairman was there the day, wasn't he? So that'll again hopefully speed something up as well with him being there.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Yeah. We need a striker as well.
Well, that's what it will be.
exactly. Pedro going to be centre forward. Excuse me. Let's go to this one. Anthony, me and my dad yell at the TV celebrating. It's like those DS. Well done, you. Big up to Tony. Big up to DS. What's the crack? What's the bleeding story, John? Eddie Howe out now. Hey! Anthony. Listen, guys, don't have a go at Del Boy. He's only joking. He's a gooner, and I love the guy to bits. I can have him on my show every single day for 24 hours.
He's only saying that. He's only saying that so he can make them get Europe. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, Rodney's all right then, is he?
Hey, he's a great guy. He's our loving.
Tommy's got the trot.
Exactly. Hey, I love you, John. John boy, you cool mother effer. Much love, my guy. Thank you very much indeed. Love the show. And yes, the YouTube spill, except for the one that shows and laughs the horrible stuff. That's in Keith. And what a beautiful effing day. That's a man. 4-1 defeat to the lasses. Their defense is not as good as ours. Just needs a couple of attacking players and the common lads need to. Tony, nowhere to red, but it was a professional foul. Megas, take a point off City any day. Well in the tune. Thank you so much indeed. And I thought it was a class challenge by Trippier. I'm not sure about that, by the way. And even last one game, I thought I could have won, but I take the point. 5 points better off than last season. Maxi ripped Walker a new hole today. So Ryan, and I tell you what it is, right? I mean that Nick Pope, right, cost 10 million quid, right? What a performance today.
Yeah, for me, he wasn't quite man of the match. I thought it was the second half where he came to life. But I thought he just read everything that City were trying to do. And I think he made like one little like odd, not an odd, but like a punch, but like it cleared the space away when he could clear it. Like he was so clever, like how he is. Like he just reads everything. That's what you want from a keeper. And yeah, I'm going to continue with him because he's been quite rock solid for us.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you, Tony?
He can't do anything about the goals too, by the way.
Nah. Yeah, no chance of goal. Holland's finish as a canny finish, by the way. His opportunity to score, but I thought it was a canny finish, by the way.
Yeah.
But he should have scored the very next minute. But I tell you, Nick Pope, that save for Holland, that save at the end from Gundogan, that save, Tony, was absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, he just had an outstanding game all day, Pope did. And for £10 million, he's an absolute steal. And even Shea Givens said he's not put a foot wrong, really. And yeah, I totally go with that because he's well, if Pickford was thinking he was number one, T-Rex is now worrying now because his place is under threat in that England team if Pope continues like this. And T-Rex stays near the bottom end of the Premier League. You can see Pope taking over. So Little Arms might not be in goal much longer for England.
Better. Right, you going now, mate, are you? If you're going, and I mean, thanks for coming on, mate. And and just so you can't step all the way.
Yeah, well, I want to watch the PSG and Lille game right now, actually. It's on in like a minute or so.
Brilliant stuff. Before you disappear on us, can you tell us who you can find you on your socials, please, before you go?
Yeah, well, if you unpin the comment, you could see my name just like around here.
Yeah, I'll take it off now for you. And yeah, I've got a lot there. No problem, mate. Okie dokie. Just have a look. Sure, get that one away. There you go.
Right there.
Ryan. And that's
on my Twitter right there, guys. Right there.
Brilliant stuff. Brilliant. So thanks for coming on, Ryan, mate. And I'll definitely chat to you in a week sometime.
Yep. I guess maybe before Tranmere or after.
Say again? Yeah, definitely.
Before or after the Tranmere game?
We're gonna do like a preview, probably before the game. Man, we're gonna do.
I'll be in the chat probably for one of the next shows you got or something.
No problem, man. Well, listen, thanks for coming in. You come in anytime, my guy.
Yeah, thanks.
Take care. See you later. Enjoy.
See you guys.
See you again, man. Take care. That's Ryan, by the way. Yeah, go through some comments in a bit. What about you, Chippaz? I mean, Nick Pope. Is he worth the money? Is this guy brilliant?
Well, in the past 2 games, he's definitely repaid it. I think it's £10 million for that. It's £10 million for an upgrade is. I bet Burnley must be thinking, why on earth do we let him go for that? Because that is just. I mean, £10 million for a player in this window compared to you see what Forest and all are doing. It's ridiculous to spend that, and it's on an upgrade. I mean, yeah, fair enough if it was like a squad player, but an actual starting England international for £10 million, ridiculous. But I'm not complaining because he's ultimately got us. In a way, he's got us 2 points in the last 2 games, in games where we could have lost.
I agree with you, man. I agree with you. Great point. Not many teams will pick points off Man City. Don't forget Southgate's in charge. We will still pick his favourites. I have to agree. Haven't Kieran Wilson both scored 2 goals so far? Yeah, it did actually, as I speak to you. Off topic, but teams like West Ham and Leicester are having a terrible start. We could pinch those places at top end of the league. It's a long way to go, Paul, but it's looking good at this moment in time. And if you look at that Kieran Trippier's tackle, I mean, I think you spoke about it. What's that red card, Tony? I don't think it was a red card, mate. I really didn't.
No, that was never a red card, John. He didn't go out to deliberately hurt Kevin De Bruyne. All he wanted to do was stop him because they were going to have a break on. So just all he was going to do was stop De Bruyne, take a yellow card, take one for the team, as people call it. And you could see it wasn't red because I thought the referee's going to pull out a yellow card, and then he just sort of went in his pocket and red card. And even the commentator was like, "Red card? Are you sure?" And obviously Trippier went up to De Bruyne and put his arm around him and said, I didn't try to hurt you and all this. And then obviously the ref got sent the monitor, and justice was served because it wasn't a red card and he had to change his mind, And that's today we've seen the best of VAR because we've seen it on the offside, on the goal. That was ruled out for offside, but it wasn't offside, so it was allowed to stand. Mm-hmm. And we've seen it on the red card being overturned to a yellow. So we've seen the best of VAR today. Now, if we see this more consistently, then people won't complain about VAR as much. But it's because you don't see it as consistently as this. That's why people complain. I mean, you go back to last week's match, Chelsea and Tottenham. Look how many things that Mike Dean missed on that game. And he got stood down from VAR this week. That's the thing. It varies game to game. I mean, last season we couldn't buy stuff off VAR because they wouldn't give us anything, So this season, VAR's helped us out this season. But yeah, I think he was right to get the yellow card because, like I say, it was never a red card in the first place.
What about you, Sam? I mean, was that a red card? I mean, Tony said it's not.
No, it wasn't deliberate. It was just a tackle that he was going for the ball and he didn't get the ball. It wasn't a red card at all. It's the inconsistency again. It's wrong. I'm sorry, but it is. But it's nothing's been done about it. I mean, the amount of times they were getting touched and down, getting free kicks, this and that. I'm thinking, they're not even fouls. And then Shaw gets took out by John Stones in the box, and he just. Not even VAR does nothing about it. I think wait to stonewall penalties and go for the ball. It's these decisions can cost points at the end of the day. So
yeah, man.
I just thought it was, I think it's a case of they probably thought, we got the penalty wrong, so we'll even it up a bit.
I'll go along with that as well, man. I mean, look, in the end, I still think De Bruyne should have got booked anyway, definitely, man, because what he did was absolutely shocking as well. That was worse than the Bruno one. And yeah, Bruno got booked for it as well. Where's consistency gone in the Premier League? Are they protected this top 6 again? It seems like it. Do you think if a good left winger was available, would go for them, consider moving Maxi across? I think Maxi better off on where he is on the left for me. But if he's going to go on the right, I think Kieran Trippier could be a good teacher for this guy as well. But he could play anywhere, but I thought he had a while of the game today. It's as you played like this every game. I did like Chris Wood and also Murphy. We still need strength in midfield, wing, and striker. Also, definitely, we don't have anyone in the bench coming in changes the game. I have to agree there.
Do you think?
Go on.
You see, John. I mean, I know. I mean, I've said this before. Move Maxi to the right, but to be fair, the game he had today on the left. he was brilliant on the left. So if he can keep doing that on the left, keep him there. And I'm going to throw the spanner back in the works now. But if we were going to get a right winger, what's to say we aren't going back in for Moussa Diaby? I know he said he wants to stay at Leverkusen. They've just lost 3 games in a row and they're sitting bottom of the Bundesliga. Do you think Moussa Diaby wants to stay there because he might be thinking, oh, my World Cup might be up in there for grabs now? So, and I think there could be a deal done there because they could sell him cheaper because they might think, well, actually, yeah, okay, then we'll get rid because they're sitting bottom of the league. They haven't won a game yet.
That's a good question. That's a fantastic point there. Like, you know what I mean? I think the Army might be thinking, you know what? I want to come to Newcastle. There's a project going on. You've got some good players there. You've got Bruno, Joe Linton, Callum, ASM when he's at it. You know, you've got a great defence as well. I want to be part of this project in Newcastle United. Do you know what I mean? And go on.
Sorry, and also, John, adding on to that as well, any players in the past or any players that at the minute are thinking, oh, do I really want to go to Newcastle? I hope they've watched that game today and I hope they think and seen the crowd and think, do you know what? I would love to be a part of that because if you're a player and, I mean, they see what Bruno got, he got the chance to him and everything. If players say that, they may think, do you know what? I want a bit of that as well. I want to go there. I want to play in front of that passionate crowd. I want to play in that stadium with 52,000 week in, week out. So, you know, it's, yeah, that's a good advert for the Premier League. And, you know, there'll be a lot of teams in the Premier League and look at that result. Or might be players watching that game thinking Premier League teams and like, whoa, hang on a minute. Newcastle's here now. They're part of it now. And the European places are up for grabs this season, in my opinion, John. You got West Ham, but you got West Ham at the bottom. You got Man U at the bottom end. You know, so, you know, West Ham's only down there on goal difference. Man U could be back there tomorrow night. But yeah, so there's no reason why we can't finish top 6. And let's go for it. At least we had a go against Man City today. But as I was saying on the player point, if players now who are thinking about coming to us, they might now look and say, do you know what? I want to go and I want to be part of that. And let's hope that's what they're thinking because we can give them their platform and they can come here and be heroes like Bruno is.
Absolutely. You put the effort in, we'll love you. It's as simple as that. And hi, everyone. Hi to Tom. Graham, miss your comment about Forest. Have spoken financial players rules. Surely they have. Look at the amount of the players they brought in. So going by rules, there's one team already down. They
haven't broke any rules, John.
They haven't.
No, because apparently you've got the money for coming up from the playoffs. You get that prize money and everything. And I think and because they've got no debts whatsoever, Forest, because he paid all their debts off about 5 years ago, so they're debt free. And also they've got flexibility or something, so they can spend. So yeah. I just thought I'd throw that in there.
Fair enough. A massive performance from the lads today. What a difference from this time last season. Just shows how far they've come in such a little time. Get in there, Sammy, son. Sam, we have come a long way, haven't we?
Oh.
I mean, based on that game today.
That's me manager. That's me manager. Like, Christian.
Hey, you're good, do you?
I don't know. Who's going to be watching.
No, it's good to see, man. Hey, lads, we're amazing today. They have the quality to get them goals. We match them. We are coming for the top 6. We are indeed.
Jesus, that's a bit strange from Tiger saying that. He's usually so negative.
I know.
Yeah.
But he's there today. Like, he's on the form. Big up. One challenge I was screaming at near the end when the Man City player was climbing over the Big Joe's back. He got booked again today, didn't he? I don't think we spend the cash this window on the Abbey, but I'd love it if we did go for him, though. He might be loyal. He might want to help Leverkusen out of the best they're in at this moment in time. I think we'll finish in top 10 as long as we write additions. We would be frightening. Why not go for top 6? Brilliant advertisement. Advert for Newcastle. We're in toe-to-toe with the best team in Europe, matching them at the home game. We definitely 1 or 2 signings left in us. But who do you think, John? For me, I'll definitely get a right side midfielder. Pedro could be on his way. I hope he does. We definitely need a centre forward as well. Someone's going to make a difference. Callum Wilson's going to get hamstring problems as well. We definitely sent us forward in. Chris Wood's not there. the answer. We know that, and that's why we got rid of Dwight Gale as well. So, Tony, we've got to get a striker in because that's apparent now.
Yeah, we need a striker, John. As I said the other day, I don't think the Ramos deal's completely dead. And as the Benfica guy said last week, Nuno, I think Benfica will be open to offers from after they've played the Champions League game on Wednesday to make sure that they qualify for the proper round of it, the group stages. And if they do qualify for the group stages, then I think they'll be open to selling Ramos. And if they do, I'll take him. He's a fox in the box. That's what he is. But we definitely need a striker, because that's worrying if Callum Wilson's got even a little tweak of a hamstring. This is what we're saying. We can't get a full season out of Callum Wilson. If we did get a full season out of him, he would hit 20 goals plus without a doubt.
You know what it is, Tony? 100%. And also it gets into Europe as well. It's as simple as that with the scores. You get a striker who score goals, you defend properly, win more games, we'll be in Europe anyway. So big up to Jay Sweet, by the way. Great game today. I hope you enjoyed the game. I've got Nicola as well. Big up to Nick. And well on Newcastle. Incredibly proud. Done a lot better than I was expecting. Almost on upwards. And also, if we finish in the top 8, I'll repost in Nicola. Please hit the subscribe button, please. It's so easy to do. And not only that, as well, welcome to my channel as well, Nicola. I really appreciate that first time out as well. George Dentis reckons the 3 Ps will be Paqueta, Pedro, and Pulisic. We probably get 2 out of the 3. And aim Benfica 2 off from the game in Champions League against Dinamo Kiev. Yes, they are. They're 2-0 up. And thank you so much, Nicola. See you, look. She's amazing as well. So I want to talk about who else had a good game today. I thought we talked about Botman Chipaz as well. And I think you're a Botman fan. Oh, yeah? Are you a Botman fan?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when I saw him in the friendly against, was it Bilbao? Oh, I mean, he's passing. He's just literally, there was balls he was playing like from centre half where he was taking their strikers in the midfield out of the game completely with just one pass. I mean, he's literally, his defends just, you can see he's world class. You can just see, you just know it. And just a shame Lascelles was next to him. That was the only problem. But again, I know people might say one of the goals was his fault, but at the end of the day, it's only his second Premier League start. You know, you can't literally expect him to be outstanding week in, week out. He's going to make mistakes because he's in a transition from a different league, and he needs to get used to everybody around him. And I mean, he's probably not. Then he's going to have Target probably come back and play left back. So he needs to, when he gets it settled, when we get a settled back 4, that's when you'll see him better. Because again, I still don't think our back 4 was what our strongest team. I think Target will be the left back and he'll play, what you call it, Short and Botman. Sorry, he's the 2 centre halves. That's personally what I think he'll do when Target's back. So. And I thought Burn had a good game of left back as well, considering he's not the quickest left back and he was up against the quickest player. But thought, yeah, fair enough. 2 of the goals came from that side. But again, he's a makeshift left back for a reason. He's not in that. I know he's played there before, but again, it's not his strongest position. So at the end of the day, if someone had said maybe this morning 3-3 with Man City, you take it, because again, it's another weekend where you're unbeaten. We're 5 points better off than Man United, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I thought Burn, for me, had a difficult afternoon. I think he did all right, but he had a difficult afternoon when he faced Bernardo Silva as well, with his trickery and skill. But I think he did okay. I mean, yes, when he asked this chance. So what about you, Tony? Do you think he had a tough afternoon against Bernardo Silva?
Dan Burn, yeah, I mean, yeah, but playing against City's tough anyway. You know, might not be Bernardo Silva, could be any of them, you know. So they're all they've got a good side. So
yeah,
and it's not Burns' really natural position, although he can play left back anyway. But I thought for what he did all right. He was solid enough, you know. So that's all he can do. If that was Matt Ritchie, then no disrespect to Matt Ritchie because his legs have gone, but they would have Bernardo Silva and any of the other Man City players would have skinned Ritchie. So just be pleased Lascelles wasn't playing in that back either, in that back 4.
Oh man,
we wouldn't have won that game.
No chance.
I think
Absolutely no
I think
chance.
you'll play. I think you'll play him on Wednesday. Like, I think you'll play him on Wednesday.
I'll tell you what as well. I mean, I totally agree with yourselves. Even if he played together, Ireland would have had him for breakfast, lunch, and tea. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But let's be honest.
Simple.
Apart from his goal and his chance, quite a quiet game. Very quiet. I thought he's obviously his movement. He was just like a typical striker where he literally bursts in action with like two things. He scored one goal and he could have had another, but apart from that, he wasn't really in the game, was he? I don't think. I thought the defence did okay against him.
I thought he did, you know. I mean, he was unlucky with that shot when Nick Pope touched it onto the post. That was a cracking save. What a save there. And I said earlier, he had an awesome save against Goodland as well, when he had to get it timing right. That was a superb save as well. But Orland, I mean, I'll tell you what, I mean, he could have happened today, but just didn't take it at all whatsoever. But definitely too soon. Being nice of the games and unbeatables, I doubt it. Tom, I'm going to have to agree with Tom. The strength and depth's going to catch us soon, but we will have the quality of Ireland rocking every single week. The gap between Byrne and ASM got exposed when ASM got tired, but Silver's in great form. They did well to keep him out. Post chatting to Tom. I don't rate Maxi, but I think he's far too inconsistent, but the day is brilliant.
What?
He doesn't rate him, but
well, John,
go on.
Yeah, but if this guy, well, sorry, the guy in the chat there, I'm sorry, mate, but what I said earlier on and what I said in the warm-up show as well, if we get this Maxi that's played today, he plays week in, week out like this, he's a world beater and he'll win a lot of games for us. So you can't say he's too inconsistent because, yes, he is inconsistent at times because sometimes he'll have one or two good games and then you'll have a couple of bad games. But if he wants to really seriously get in that World Cup squad, he needs to play consistently. And I think it started today, and hopefully next weekend he'll do the same at Wolves. He'll run them ragged as well. And this is a big season for him because Maxi knows that the club are willing to sell him. So he's now got to go out there and basically fight to see I'm staying at this club. And that's what he's got to do. So I wouldn't get rid of Maxi in a hurry, that's for sure. After today's performance, he's priceless.
Yeah, he's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant today. I mean, first half was great. Second half, wasn't affected in the first half, but I thought the first half was the best I've seen in a long, long time. I think you do need to attack the midfield like mad and get the striker from Watford. I think Haaland looks a beast. He does. Nick Paul showed today why he should be in number one, England's number one, not Pickford. I was not expecting this sort of day. I'm still down to happen this, despite being 3-1 up as well. I think sometimes Asa gives up if he's not in a good mood, but the players around him needs to keep him on this game. That is true, Chippers. They need to keep him on this game.
Yeah, I think I just think the word we need for him now is consistency. That's all it is. We need this next week. We need it the week after. We need it. We need this every week, no matter who we play. We need this ASM every week because that's where it's the only way he's going to be a top player, or he wants to get the levels where he wants to go. Is this before again? We said last season after the Everton game that needs to be his benchmark. That for the rest of the season, and fortunately it wasn't. That was his ceiling, and after that we never saw that performance again. We're lucky that this is only the third game of the season, and we've still got 35 games. Hopefully now this is again another one where. But this time he kicks on because it's only the start of the season. And hopefully, if we get another quick player on the other side with a bit more with a better end product than the Almiron at times, and another striker possibly, obviously for when Wilson's not fit, then you probably will see a better ESM. So again, though this is his big season, if he doesn't cut the mustard this season, I think he'll be sold next summer. But I hope that doesn't come to that because you want good players to. You want these type of players at your football club, so let's just wait and see.
Yeah, you see, we have to wait and see. Trippier said it was right next to ASM, an interview with Sky Sports. He said ASM funds his consistency and plays like did the Deer and Everton or Horn last season, he will be unplayable. Totally agree. I agree with you. He will be that, but he needs to play at this level more often. I take 7 out of 10 every week, like the likes of Jack Harrison, over a 10 out of 10 Maxi all week and 4 out of 10 later in the next. I should not be giving them forward today. When he got the man of the match award, Trippier was telling him he needs to do this every game. And Maxi said he's learning and listening from Trippier. And serious question, do you think Newcastle should go for Maddison? I think we need a player like him because it's that missing part of a midfield, Tony.
Well, this Maddison talk's not going away, but Leicester's now in the bottom 3 of the Premier League, and I think Brendan Rodgers is under huge pressure now. And they're not selling players, but they can't buy players. So...
Yeah,
is it going to come to the case, like, say, for instance, now if nothing happens with Maddison this week, say next weekend they get beat Leicester and they lose again and they're still in that bottom 3. Now the transfer window shuts on the following Thursday. Is Maddison all of a sudden going to think, oh, hang on a minute, this is going to be a relegation scrap, I want out of here? Is he then going to go to his chairman and say, look, I want to leave. I want to go. Because a player like him doesn't want to be fighting relegation. And I think all the success Leicester's had over the seasons, it's now finally catching up with them. But what I want to throw on the other thing as well is, because obviously we've got Shelby out, why don't we see what Tillemans is going for? Because he's out of contract next year.
Yeah.
And you get into the last week of that transfer window, nobody's coming forward to pay 25 million for him. I think Leicester could even sell him for 10 million, because at the end of the day, they've got to gamble. Do we sell him or do we keep him? But if you get rid of him 10 to 15 million pound before the window shuts, because if not, you lose him for free next year. And from January, you can speak to clubs abroad and sign a pre-contract agreement. So there's a lot going on at Leicester at the moment. And I would have Maddison, absolutely. Who wouldn't have Maddison in the midfield? Because he scores goals and he assists goals and he's Premier League proven. So, yeah, all day I'd have Maddison as well. And I'd also have Tillemans, why not? But let's see what happens. But I think, if I'm honest, I think the Maddison deal's gone anyway. I think that's dead. But then again, we never know. Something might just raise and it might come back around again. And who knows?
Yeah, absolutely. What performance by ASM and Miggy. Chippers, you haven't touched on Miggy. I thought he had a good game today, man.
He did, but he should have had more than one goal. He should have scored in the first half as well. That was his letdown. He should have scored in the first half as well. So, again, it's another improvement performance, but again, he needs to be taking them chances. That's the only difference. An upgrade has 2 goals today, not so that's the only thing I'll say. That a better player for that position has 2 goals, not just 1.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, if he went back for that shot, then he went over the bar. That's the problem. But he's getting there. He is getting there. And look, I'm a fan of Miggy. I hope he carries on to show us what he can do and put some good performance on. I'm sure he will. Do Leicester play Brighton next week? I don't know. If they do, that'll be a tough game for Brighton. Very tough game for Leicester. Today's game reminded me of the Keegan area. Jumpers and goalpost stuff at times. So what a match to see. We were exceptional for the majority. Every player in black and white worked their butts off. 100%, Chris. 100%. Excellent results, gents. I remember when you guys were going through goalkeeper options in the summer. How many of you did not want Pope? Anyone regretting the stance now? That's from Andrew, my new fan.
No, not at all. Because I think it's a bargain of a signing. I mean, no disrespect to Henderson, but I think he's a better keeper than Henderson. Look at the way he came out for that ball. He knew when it was coming in, so that's why he came out early and commanded and got over. Because he commands his box quite well, Pope, as well. His distribution's great. His command of the box is brilliant. And he pulls off some great saves. But not, like I said earlier, not only pulls them off, but he makes sure when he pushes that ball, he pushes it well away. So, yeah, no, I'm pleased we've got Nick Pope. And on what that guy said, Brighton and Leicester, Leicester are actually away to Chelsea next Saturday.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Makes you wonder. I wonder how long Rodgers has got there as well, because I think he could end up getting the boot as well.
Who's that?
Not
Chip?
his fault if he can't buy players, so is it? It's
Mm-hmm.
a bit weird, really, isn't it?
Well, that's it. That's the thing is, if Rodgers, I still think he might get it.
Yeah.
He might get the boot. Personally,
Especially
I think,
if Chelsea.
Especially Chelsea
Well-
beat them.
although the way what Chelsea turned up today, I mean, Jesus, you don't know.
That's not good. Not good at all. My guy Koulibaly got sent off today as well. Watched him for Napoli, brilliant player. So I'm not going for Wilson then, and he's missed the chances. Look, he's just got off with hamstring, like precautionally, so he'd be fine. But we definitely need to strike that miss. I hope we sign John Pedro, Joe Linton, and Bruno were brilliant. They were today. And Chelsea and Brighton 4th September. Big up to Macy, my favourite podcaster. Congrats on the way we drew today. Definitely more 2 points drop for Newcastle. City were very lucky. They were very lucky today because we dominated. We bossed them in parts of the game. They absolutely bossed them today. Well, Chelsea looked terrible today, so it could go either way. And Macy, again, another thing, hate how the media is applauding City for their draw. Should be the other way around. And this is the thing, right, Tony? This is the thing. They look after the top 6. They don't care about the other 14. Just put respect on our name. We were brilliant today, right?
Yeah.
And you know what it is, right? I mean, I hope we get the top 6 this season. I really do get top 6 this season. And I can tell you now, all this media, all the pundits have to big us up.
Yeah, absolutely, John. I mean, it's always about the top 6, about the cartel. And, they forget about the other 14 teams. And, they forget there's like 20 teams in the Premier League. There's not just 6 of them. But the big 6 might not be the big 6 anymore because not only are we coming for them, but you've got team like Man United dropping like a stone. And they're sitting in the relegation zone at the minute. And any result for Liverpool tomorrow, even if it's only 1-0, that puts them bottom of the league again. And I'll tell you now, I hope Casemiro for them's up for a trip to Southampton because he won't enjoy going to St Mary's, that's for sure. And that's a 6-pointer, a relegation 6-pointer. When have we ever said that about Man U? But don't we love it? And the thing is, at the end of the day, it's about time when teams like us are on the up, we should be given the credit we actually deserve, because if what Macy said is true, that they're bigging up City, well, I'm sorry, they should be bigging Newcastle up, because we outplayed City in a lot of that game, and we should be getting the praise for that. And Eddie Howe should be getting applauded as well for that.
Absolutely. Eddie Howe should be bigged up anyway. Newcastle United should be bigged up anyway. The players should be bigged up as well. I mean, put the respect in Pacer Pope's name, ASM's name, Joe Linton's name, Trippier's name, Miggy's name. They were all fantastic today. Yeah, let's be real. But at the end of the day, it's just the top 6 yet again. This will not happen in Italy. Never happen in Italy. Wolves away, Liverpool will be tough. Wolves played some nice football yesterday. We need a few players in for depth. I'm a little concerned Wilson will get injured after feeling his hamstring at Santangi. Mason saying hi to Andrew. Even when Leicester won the league, they were never bigged up afterwards. No, they said he was not at all whatsoever. You should look around for South American leagues. For a young talent like us, we've got the next Aguero, in which is Alvarez. We got him on the cheap. That guy didn't come on today. He is class when he comes on. Not today. Pope himself about Dubaka. His IQ as a goalie is second to none. We got a point because of him. Leeds looked dangerous today. We played Chelsea. Slapped Chelsea, Ashley. That's a mansoul. Shame for me as always. ASM Core City nightmares. He did, Andrew. He did. Had a laugh at the signs of the crowd asking if readers could have Miggy's shirt. Where is he today? Has he gone hiding? Has he been kidnapped?
He apparently picked up a knock in the last game.
Apparently, yeah, that's what I've heard as well. But
I don't believe it.
Nah, don't believe it. Don't believe it. ASM, Joe Linton, Pope, outstanding. And there's one for Chip Pass as well. I don't know how Joe Linton doesn't get called up for the Brazilian national team, but Fred could get a game. Surely now, Joe Linton, right? I think Tete the head coach of Brazil national team should check out this guy.
Does Gareth Southgate manage Brazil? You believe me as well? You believe me as well?
No. Yeah, I didn't say Tete. I said
Me as
Tete.
well, because yeah, I know, but you think he does? How bloody Fred West? I mean, gets ahead of him. I mean, Jesus, he's awful. He is awful. He does. I'm sorry, when I see Man United or Salford United on the telly, he does nothing. He literally does nothing in the game. He offers nothing to them. He offers nothing to Man United. So I'm sorry, like, but why? Why not? You know, why not? He can't do any worse than what bloody Fred does. I mean, honest, I don't see how it works. I don't see how he doesn't give him a chance. And I only think it's because the Brazilian Southgate manages Brazil and he doesn't like Newcastle.
Probably not. Could be. Could well be.
But then you see Joe Linton, the way the energy in Joe Linton. I mean, look, just before the half-time whistle went, the way he sprinted after Kel Walker when it was a lost course, but he sprinted after him and Kel Walker knocked the ball out for a corner. Now, if that's not enthusiasm and energy, that's the sort of thing you need in midfield. And that's the sort of thing the Brazil manager should be looking at.
Yeah.
But as Sam said, the thing is he related to Southgate? Maybe he played for the Smokies with Southgate. I don't know the guy, but maybe he's a friend of Southgate and he doesn't like picking Newcastle players because Southgate's told him not to.
Yeah, this is the thing. Fox has got some strong words in a minute. Bino's just naming a team to play against Zambia, and Trip Speaker is incredible. That should have been game over, but do not write off these lot. If people don't know right fair play to Brazil, then people clearly don't watch Brazil play. Chippers, like to answer that one, mate?
Well, I'm sorry, but if it's the same Fred that plays for Man United, I'm sorry, but if it's the same one that plays for Man United, I'm not missing much.
Definitely not. And yeah, just even City fan. I'm not a fan of Grealish. He's rubbish. A stupid signing. Fair enough. It will be Joe Linton linked to Madrid soon. Fred West. Nah, not mention that one there.
Well, Chippers did.
Wow, Fred West. Oh, love it. Bruno slashing the ball into the stands after conceding the third shows how much he loves this club. Real Madrid don't have a chance. Do you know that, Chippers? Real Madrid?
He's not going to Madrid, man. I'm sorry, but I think he's just not going to Madrid, man.
Not a chance. I've never been to Madrid, so I don't know what it's like to say. I heard it's beautiful, though. I heard it's beautiful.
He's not going to Madrid, man. Why would he go there? I'm sorry, but I know he'll win things, but he'll be nothing. He'll just be a name and a number, and the fans won't love him. He has 2 bad games. You get booed for having 2 bad games over there. Look what Gareth Bale did for them, and look how they treated him.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Why would you go there to that? You know what I mean? No need for it.
Yeah, he won them the Champions League in that final against Liverpool, and then he was
3
a hero, and then the season after he was like, and then last season I just turned on him.
Yeah, they can turn on you very, very quickly. If you don't deliver, then they turn on you very, very quickly. We're just going to go through. So not many can take a point from Man City. I agree. And South Gatinho. That's a new name, isn't it? South Gatinho. Well said, as well. Talking about Madrid as well. So, yeah, I mean, look, Chelsea, I was going to say, who's your man of the match today? Go for it again. Your man of the match, Chipas?
Give the whole lot of them the man of the match because, so Man, you need to play. The whole team needs to turn up against Man City, and they did. So give it to the team, give it to everybody, because you need to put a team needs to put a performance when you get results against these teams, and they did.
Cool. Well, what about you, Tony? I mean, you mentioned Pope, didn't you?
And Maxi as well. Yeah, I mean, the whole team played well, like Sam said. The whole team played well. They're the men of the match, not man of the match, or player of the match, as you're supposed to call it now. It's a tough it's a tough one because obviously Pope played well, but it's got to go down to Maxi because he ran City ragged, especially Kel Walker. He gave him a torrid time, and and the same with Stones as well, and Rodri as well. So he turned them inside out, and yeah, it's close, but I'm going to say Maxi because he was unplayable today, and let's hope we keep getting the same Maxi every week now.
Yeah, fair enough. Good answer. I'll go for Nick Pope. So he made some crucial saves at crucial times. The one save against Goodian and the save he made from Ireland onto the post was just incredible. If it wasn't for the ref, we would have won that game easy, and I meant easy. Okay, ref did had an outstanding shot out of the day. He was poor. Eddie Howe man of the match. He picked the team, and Pope man of the match. Trippier and Miggy also great, and Asen, Jordan, Pope, Bruno, Vega picks as well. So we're going to wrap up there, guys, as well. I know Sunday night, and I know we got things to do. And Sam, where do you find you on your socials, mate?
Chipperfield not on Twitter, and Chipperfield Sam on Instagram, and just Sam Chipperfield on Facebook.
Brilliant stuff. Where did he lose the lost the game? He had to go past it. Is it Man City or Everton? One of the two.
Was it not
City.
Man City 5-0? And that was
Yeah.
Probably
April.
I tell you what, though, we're on a good.
Let's
run
just
at
say
the
as
minute.
well, one home defeat since December in the league.
Exactly. So we've got that as well, people. So hey, go. Hopefully you're having a good time. And when was the last time last game we read that? As a wise guy, I think you got to give it a Pope as he kept us in the game. We tried from 70 minutes. He was starting 70 minutes onwards. We were. Only reason I'd give it to ASM with Pope is because Pope is a keeper. We could see the 3 goals. ASM was involved with all our goals. He was. Big up to you, Ian. Great match today. But I've got to say, refereeing was absolutely disgraceful. Well lazy today, but a well-deserved point. Late as to Mansell, thanks to teammates. What a turnaround from 12 months ago. We just humbled the best team on the planet. And let's be real, right? 5 points in the first 3 games. I would have taken that. I would have taken it.
Sorry, John. I'll tell you one thing that I got a bit nervous at, and you might have as well. If you saw when Longstaff came on, did you see that ball that he pushed back to Pope, and it was a little short? Thankfully, Pope was on it, because if he wasn't, Man City would have got onto that and they would have scored from that. Longstaff needs to really make sure if he's going to pass it back to the keeper, you pass it back with a bit of conviction. Don't just literally tap it, because in any other game, what if Pope's not out quick enough? Do you know what I mean? Or he slips or something like that. So he needs to make sure he puts that ball back, a bit harder than he actually did.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to come on to him anyway. I mean, you got to do that. He could have cost us the game. With a back pass like that. Do you know what I mean? And then he would have regretted that for the rest of his career. But still, thanks everyone. Thank you, Gareth. And Joe has been great, but you can't complain about him not being in the Brazil squad and then have zero knowledge of the players ahead of him. Forget about Fred. There's another 10. So it could be 10 before Joe Linton.
Well, I'm sorry, but if he's better than Fred and Fred's in the squad, then he should be in the squad. It's as simple as that.
Or maybe Tetty's figured out a different style of player, sort of thing, fits into philosophy, sort of thing, and he may choose Fred over Joe Linton. So could be, but again, it's favouritism again, sort of thing. I don't think Fred's having a good season so far. When he plays alongside Scott McTominay, who's been linked with us, then there's the problem.
No, he's not coming, John. Don't even go there.
Nah, he ain't coming. He's not coming. Still. Listen, guys, thanks for coming on. All right, I will do you guys backstage. And guys, if you like the video, like what you see, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. If you'd like to super chat, then click on the $sign. If you'd like to become a member, it's just 99p. So no pressure at all whatsoever. I don't do pressure. Guys in the chat don't do pressure, no one at all. I'll see you back tomorrow. But on Tuesday, it's John and Macy show with Tony. Wednesday, it'll be the warm-up show for the Tramyard game. And then we're going to do could do the fans forum on Thursday, and then just put and we've got Andrew come on me show on the Evening Chronicle, I believe.
Yeah, Andrew Musgrove is coming on Friday.
Brilliant stuff. I can't wait and see what you have to say. I think he's a decent. Any questions to the guy? Be prepared. We answer do the best we can. 10 better Joe Lintons. We definitely need a few more signings. Striker, midfield, and right winger. Take care to Aaron's own mate. And Paul, what a game high on. And on that bombshell, it's been a busy day for us today. 2 live streams today. I think I've done all right. So
that's not just, yeah.
Done brilliant. So king of the streams, as they call us. But I'll be back tomorrow, guys. And it's finished Newcastle 3, Man City 3. Fantastic point of day. And go out and celebrate wherever you are, up north east, or over the country, or over the world. And thank you for joining. Until then, it's a goodbye for now.
See you tomorrow.